Yeah, get fucking. Yeah. No, I'm good. Dude. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Yeah, love you too.
I've been talking this entire time with my mic turned off.
Sweet mouth moving.
There you go.
Great way to start. But it's okay because people just now started showing up into the live chat. So we'll do this again.
One of those is me.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Nooner Nation podcast, the podcast for Nooners by Nooners. I am your host, Bill Schofield, and the guest deep throating his microphone right now is Timmy Dawson. You all know him in the chats as Timmy D. What's going on, Timmy?
Oh, nothing much. Just hanging out and raping bitches.
The handsome guy with the shitty internet in the corner is the one and only AJ Gamble, our favorite used car dealer. And the goth chick in the corner, Goth Charlie, who found her way on here by getting the password to the Zoom from her Ouija board. How you guys doing tonight?
You know, in all fairness, I'm the only one here that's probably ever used a Ouija board.
I don't know. I think Charlie.
Whatever. I've seen one. I've held one.
Milton Bradley doesn't count, pirate hooker.
How's everybody in the live chat doing tonight? Let's see who we got in here already. Got Jacob Nickel. Craig, you're on your bachelor party. What are you doing here?
Craig, you dirtbag. Don't do it. It's not too late, dude.
We got Matt, the lovely Holly D's in the house.
Thank you,
What up, girl?
Holly. Shout out for the makeup. Yeah.
Reed,
Took all of 10 minutes.
Reed White is staying up late. You know, he must have went and got the early bird.
Hey, AJ, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember old school wrestling?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so Charlie has never heard of this wrestler, but I said she looks like heroin Sting and not cocaine Sting.
That's fucked up. You're right. Like NWA Sting?
Yeah.
Or NWO,
Yeah.
whichever it was? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I like it. I agree.
What do you think about that, Charlie?
You're much more feminine, Charlie. It's
I
okay.
asked him if it was a white face joke. Because I'm not wearing any makeup right now.
Nah, you're prettier. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
And
Apparently, I look like the crow on the reg, but that's okay. That's okay.
The crow on the rag or on the reg?
On the reg, not the rag.
Okay.
I like the rag better.
Apologies.
I look like the
Oh.
crow on the rag.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, though, he did bleed a lot on that movie because he fucking
More
died.
blood.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, he might
Rest
have.
in power. Rest in
I got-
power.
Go too far.
You
Yeah.
know, I feel like if Brandon Lee just would have like worked harder on the set, that he probably would have lived.
Yeah,
From the jammed bullet or casing that was in there or whatever.
I mean, I don't get it, man. Fucking Neo was able to dodge those bullets, but Brandon Lee's bitch ass couldn't.
Dude, 50
Like,
Cent took
you're the
9.
son of Bruce Lee. You got it. I mean, come on. Come on.
50 Cent
50
took,
Cent
yeah.
took 9 shots.
I don't know.
I think he faked his death. He was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll go out with this. Rad
Bruce-
story.
Bruce Lee is not Elvis. He's definitely fucking dead.
Oh, I meant Brandon. Faked his
Oh,
death.
he's dead too.
Prove it.
Yeah, he was pretty hot.
He
Yeah.
was gorgeous. Yeah.
He was a smoke show.
What do you think? Do you think Chris Farley faked his death?
No, he died of heroin. Fat shit.
No, I've seen those pictures.
Yeah, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see the one picture. I mean,
Yeah, you could tell he was like, he died on his face and they rolled him over because you could see the blood, like where it pooled in his face.
See
So
that?
you could tell he was dead.
Was Chris Farley the first one that like really died of heroin? Like, because the Belushi was cocaine, right?
Well, Belushi was actually like toxicity over time.
Well, I
Really?
mean, I'm fucking
Yeah.
toxicity over time, and I'm still
dude,
here.
that's every.
Well, you
one
weren't
of my
doing
relationships.
8 balls as much as he was either.
Right. You are the drugs, Timmy. You are giving us all toxicity over time. So you're alive and you're just killing us all slowly.
I'm told to
Wasn't
turn.
that it?
Is that better, Davey? I'm told to turn up my mic.
So the mic's too low?
No, I think it's on my end. I think he wants me to throat fuck my microphone, and I think he's correct.
Yeah. Deep throat. Deep throat.
Davey, elaborate. Are you wanting him to just put his mouth around the microphone, or is his mic actually low?
Please do not, because my stitches were finally pulled out of my fucking face hole from the 2 surgeries I've had this month, and I would assume not to do that.
Like a glory hole injury, or?
It'd be cooler if it was.
I know, I was hoping so, but
No.
Yeah, didn't the dentist like leave shit in your face once he was done, and they had to go get it all
that was
back
you?
out?
Yeah, that was fucking me.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Same shit, dude.
Yeah,
After he got done raping me, probably while I was out. I'm just guessing.
my butthole. I thought it was really weird when I had to get a donut to sit on for dental surgery, but you know,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll go with it.
Drugs.
I had to throw that one in there just to piss Timmy off real quick.
I fucking hate
That-
you, and I wish you were dead.
That was good.
So what's everybody drinking tonight? What you got there,
I have my
AJ?
brandy.
Oh, Timmy, what you got? A
Black
tall
cherry
boy or
Dodgers.
something? Oh, nice. Nooner, nice.
fucking Kirkland.
What is it?
That's the Kirkland version of White Claw.
What's it called?
That's awesome.
It's called fucking Kirkland.
Kirkland Seltzer?
It's called Kirkland Heart. Yeah.
You buy it
Nice.
by the fucking pallet? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did. I drank like a shit ton of. I was so almost blackout drunk at my 2-year-old daughter's wedding.
2-year-old?
Wedding?
Wait a minute. Quinceañera or
We're not Mexican, bro. You're
2-year-old?
not white as it
You
comes.
said 2-year-old daughters.
Yeah. At my 2-year-old daughter's birthday party, I got fucking shit faced outside. I was so goddamn drunk that I didn't know what planet I was on. I felt just like Joe Biden. Like I needed a teleprompter for every fucking thing I needed to say.
Yeah, you definitely you sent out some videos to some people that night that I think everybody was like, Timmy, go to bed. Go to bed. And then
I did what?
you sent out some pictures that night or videos, I think, of after you were forced to sleep on the couch.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
We've all been there.
Bad.
We've all been
Yeah.
there.
If I have too many, my wife kicks me out of bed. She goes, "I swear to fucking God, Tim, you're gonna sleep on that fucking couch. Can you keep me up all night snoring?" And I'm like, "Whatever, bitch. Fucking mic drop." And then I snore all night on the couch and I get any fucking sleep.
See, we just got a new couch, and if you take the like the back cushions off, it's actually like the size of a twin size bed. That's pretty awesome.
No,
Is it
I got
ghost bed?
these.
It's not a ghost bed. Don't get Timmy started on ghost beds.
I just got mine. So I'm gonna tonight's the first night, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Fuck those bed.
Timmy's not a fan.
Well, I'm about to tell you if I am or not, so I'll be
In all fairness, though, I will give them this. Their pillows are the fucking shit.
Yeah?
I will give them that, man. Those pillows are spot on. I think what I'm gonna do is lie my ass off, and I say I need like 200 pounds of the stuffing, and I think I'm gonna remove my couch cushions and stuff my fucking couch cushions with that shit. Let's see if I can pull it off.
Nice.
You probably could. Tell them it's for donation to a nonprofit.
Don't get me started on it either, man. Like that was a fucking fiasco. Returning that fucking ghost bed.
Are you serious?
Dude, it was
You know what?
it was a goddamn abortion. Like I would as well return it to Planned Parenthood. It is fucking terrible.
I saw somebody in this chat say there's 2 feeds. Are there 2 live feeds running right now?
I have no
Is
idea.
that her OnlyFans or?
I don't know. Charlie, have you ever had that problem on your OnlyFans?
I'm too stupid to not do OnlyFans. I don't have that.
Wait, not do it. Oh, do
Yeah,
tell.
I
do
should.
tell.
I should do it, but I'm too stupid, so I'm not.
OnlyFans comes with an IQ test now, like to shove the dildo in your ass. Is it A, lube it up, or B, spit on it, or C, going in?
All the above.
I'm just not smart enough for it. There's just so many holes down there. I don't know what to do.
Well,
that's-
volleyball.
That's why you start doing live feeds. And the fans just walk you through it.
Yeah. We could do a tutorial of the little JOI type thing. Like,
Help me masturbate.
Oh my god, the way you said that, I was
The way you said that would sell. By the way,
like, I don't know where to put this dildo.
they'd be
What
throwing
do?
cryptocurrency at
Show
you.
me.
Yeah, see,
you would get
just like Bitcoin, just being virtually thrown at you, just immediately.
Smack yourself in the face a bunch of times with the computer, like I feel it.
Yeah. All these neck beards. All these neck beards are like, oh god.
Easy with the neck beard shit, fuck face.
You have a nice beard.
I
We
know,
have
'cause
one.
I paid a dude to trim it up.
Nice.
oil that shit up, dude. Looks good.
Nice.
Dude, I've tried oil and I can't ever get it right. I can't find the right fucking beard oil, dude. And it makes me batshit crazy. I can't fucking.
It's a everyday struggle, like Biggie said.
I thought Baby said, "Don't put me in the corner."
Well, anyways, there's something weird going on with the live feed, but it's working, so we're just gonna roll with it.
Fuck
Anyway.
it. Let's do it.
Anyway, so first question is for AJ. How does it feel to have a job where you are like a rung above a guy who does audits for the IRS?
Well, I say 2 wrong because lawyers are the next one below, but it does feel great actually when I go to sleep.
Does it? Like, do you ever notice, like when you start walking out, like if you see somebody looking at a car and you start walking out to talk to them, like they see you and they immediately like turn to their spouse and be like, Jesus Christ, he's gonna come talk to us. Like, I just want to look at this car.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's especially when I first started when I was like younger, it would be the same way, or they'd be super nice or they'd be complete cocksuckers. But yeah, you have like that physical reactions at times. It's like, and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? So just, it does suck, yeah.
So what do you do now? Do you just kind of like lean in the corner and just show off your guns?
Yeah, that, and then I just smoke a little bit of weed and drink a couple hundred. No, I have a lot of like creepy customers, so thankfully it's a good thing. But you know what it is? Just literally, it's just being like you're at a bar trying to get a chick's number, and that's kind of like how you sell cars and you sell anything else. You're trying to sell yourself. I mean, not your body, like on OnlyFans. Charlie, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You work, what, you sell Toyotas?
Toyotas, Nissans, yep.
Nice. Yeah, my wife wants the new minivan, so.
Oh,
Try,
man, dude. Yeah.
yeah, but
What's that big fucker?
yeah,
The big one?
big and black.
Well,
Uncut, too.
Yeah. But luckily for me, they're nowhere to be found right now in the Midwest, so
Anywhere.
I'm trying to talk her into a 4Runner instead.
Or a three-way, too.
I barked up that tree too many times already. I know the answer.
It's like, only if it's another dude. That's, double threesome, not good.
Yeah, it happened once, and I got really bored just watching, so I just went downstairs and made a sandwich. Anyway, so AJ also got new digs, right? Just closed on a new house.
Yeah, dude, I'm sitting here right now, actually.
Nice. How'd that go?
Oh, great, dude. So, like I said, I was telling someone, I have like 3 bedrooms and it's just me. So if any ladies want to start OnlyFans or whatever, I can give you some nice private time in my bedrooms.
Are you going to set up some sets to rent out?
Yeah. I feel like a mini tetherball, but more sexual.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, no, it's getting back to it's great. I appreciate it. Nice. So.
Cool. And did the hurricanes cause any problems for you?
Dude, I found 2 dead people behind work.
Were they dead from the hurricane, or were you just covering something up?
Well, I watch Dexter a lot, so I figured, if it has to be a crime, you just kind of commit the crime in the crime. But no, they were like 2 like 18-year-old chicks in the car, and they got swept away. And it was fucked up, but I was all right. And but a lot of people here, which is funny because we're like by a huge river, the Delaware River, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know it could flood." I'm like, "Oh, really? You not know fucking Archimedes principle or other types of fucking signs? Apparently not. It must be from the CDC.
Must be.
But yeah,
Must be. Well, good, man. Congratulations on the new house.
appreciate it.
It's always a pain in the ass going through the mortgage process. So,
Oh, if you think cars are bad, Jesus Christ.
yeah. Yeah, I think I set a record for signing mortgage papers. I did it in like 11 minutes just because I didn't give a shit about reading anything. But, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so the live chat, the caption's supposed to be all hail the giant spaghetti monster or giant flying spaghetti monster. I'll have to go back and change that one later. But that brings me into Timmy brought to light to me offline a couple days ago that there is an established religion that follows the theory that the god that they worship is a flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Could you please elaborate on this?
Okay, so the story goes is that this kid was trying to get out of school, like a third grader or something. So the dad wrote a note saying, "Hey, my kid's not going to be at school." And they go, "Well, the kid's got to be at school. It's going to count against him." And he said, "Well, it's my fucking religion." And he goes, "What religion is that?" So he wrote it out like this whole thing with a flying spaghetti monster. He even drew a fucking picture of it, like the big ball of spaghetti, and was like, "Hey, this is our religion." Anyway, long story short, people fucking ran with it. And they have like their own Bible now. The sacred holiday is Talk Like a Pirate Day. When you get your driver's license picture, you get a column. You can actually, for religious reasons, wear a colander on your head. And basically, like the tenets are just don't be an asshole.
It's like Drinker Bros.
Yeah, like I thought, like in retrospect, because this has been around for a while, I was like, yeah, I think Ross wrote this.
I was about to say, has anybody like confirmed that the person who started this isn't like a current drinking bro? Because it sounds like something, to be honest, that JT would do.
It's pure fuckery, and I love pure fuckery. It's the tenet of my life.
Is that the secret to old age?
No, it's a signal to me being an asshole.
I love it. I love it. Good for you, dude. Love
Yeah, so many, few bar fights, kicked out of school a few times, shit like that.
It's like a support group. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine the bar fights probably have some pretty good stories behind them, huh?
Just two that were just exceptional.
All right.
One was the time where I got in a fight with a midget stripper, and the second one,
I want to hear that one.
Okay, and the second one, I was in a nightclub in Columbia, South Carolina, with my boy Matt Spivey.
I've been to Columbia.
Is that what I said? Columbia?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Columbia, North Carolina.
Columbia, South Carolina?
South Carolina is
Yeah.
Fort Jackson. Like that city. I think it's Columbia. I can't remember.
Yeah, pretty sure there is a Columbia, South Carolina. I think it's the capital of South Carolina, actually. Anybody in the live chat know what the capital of South Carolina is?
Greg probably does because it actually exists. Unlike
Word is the capital of South Carolina because I cannot remember that shit. My brain is permanently fucking pickled.
So we've got to come back to you got in a fight with a
full out fucking fist fight with a midget stripper and the bouncers.
Did you fuck her after or before?
No, she punched me with her tiny little hands in my fucking big head.
All right, start from the beginning on this one, Timmy.
Well, in all fairness, we're going to start the story from earlier that day. I was already shit-faced because I like to day drink. This is when I learned that day drinking was a marathon, not a sprint, and not just, a Usain Bolt drink from start to finish until I black out. So this is where I was. And I was in Tucson, Arizona, where dreams go to die. And nothing good comes from there, and I suggest everybody stay. So I went to this little wonderful place called the Candy Store. Candy Store is right on Craycroft Avenue, right up the street from the Air Force Base. Somebody goes, "Hey, we're going to go to the strip club." And I'm like, I don't really think that's a good idea. Well, apparently he thought it was a better idea and convinced me to go. So I got there, and it was midget night. I don't know if like no shit. They had a fucking school bus, a short school bus full of fucking midget strippers, and they brought it there, and it was like this little troupe that just traveled around the country like a fucking circus act. Like no shit, not joking. And I was like, oh, I need every little bit of this. So they were serving regular sized beers, even though they were midget strippers, and I drank a lot more of them. So I was sitting on a couch, and what proceeded to be a horny Cabbage Patch doll tapped on my knee and asked me if I needed to dance. And I said, sure, hop up here and give me one. So I slapped my knees like a gentleman, and she shimmied up my leg like a koala goes up a eucalyptus tree. So she's up here, and she's rubbing her little milk duds in my face, because that's about the size of her nipples. They were milk duds. And just, I don't even know if it was like really panties or if it was just something that you find in like the toddler section.
Yeah,
But she was wearing that. Yeah. Like it was, it was like right there. Like she was standing and like her head came like to here, like when I was like standing up. So I'm like looking at her eye to eye, and I'm like, this is a little weird, but I'm really drunk. So she finished the song and she goes, all right, that's going to be $20. Because that's how much the dance is. Yeah. I was like, how about 10? She goes, no, it's 20. I said, well, you're half the person, so it should be $10. It should be half the price. And right about that time, a little bitty tiny fist popped me like right here. And I was like, I laughed at it. I was like, that's cute. And then she hit me again. So I proceeded to force throw her like Luke Skywalker across this room. I don't know if you've ever shot putted a midget, but I did this. So I grabbed her by her little milk dud hip chest neck thing, and I did this little number. I'm like shot putted her across the room. Well, apparently when you do that, it makes real size bouncers really angry. And the real size bouncer proceeded to use my head to open the door and drag me across every chair and table on the way out. So then I decided I was going to quote Frodo from Lord of the Rings, and I was like, I just started like Frodo because he's a little guy.
Oh, I think it's Froyo.
Oh, Frodo. No, like Frodo and Samwise. Like I started like quoting him, and then I tried to remember like the scenes from Willow, but I couldn't remember it because I was extremely drunk. And the real size ogre.
Put you in a basket down the river?
No, but he proceeded to use my face to open the door and beat my ass in the street. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of deserved it. But if you ever get into a fight with a midget, stand on her chest, right on the rib cage, and just push. Man, they fly across the fucking room. They're really aerodynamic. It's insane.
Yeah, do they make kind of like a ee sound as they're going across the room?
I don't remember because I think Flo Rida was playing in the background, because that was all the hit of the strip clubs back then.
Oh, you gotta get low. You gotta get low, dude.
Yeah, you gotta get low. You gotta get low.
Of course.
I still got like an image in my head of like drunk Timmy like holding his palm to this midget's forehead as she's just trying to like violently swing at him.
It felt like if you could put grapes that are frozen inside of a sock and hit you in the face with that. That's what it felt like when she punched me. I didn't really quite. It was really weird. It wasn't one of my prouder moments, but you know what? Fuck her.
You should be proud because how many people can say a couple people can say they walked to the moon, and how many people can say they got punched by a midget stripper? I don't know any other one besides you, dude.
I think I'd rather be in the class with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
Well, he punches people too, but reasons.
Buzz? Oh yeah.
You don't know that they never punched a stripper. That was a midget. You might be in that class. You just don't know it.
No, back in the 60s, they had eugenics, man. They used to fucking kill those people. They didn't exist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, up until pretty recently in history as well.
Yeah. That womb looks a little small. Flush.
It's like when they buy dogs to fight or cocks or roosters, whatever. You want to get the biggest ones, and little ones, they just kind of, and then next thing you know, you got big dogs.
plus.
Yeah, you know, they're really missing out on the whole midget industry thing because, like, those guys could really clean the shit out of, like, air duct vents. You just put, like, one of those Swiffer suits on them and just make them run through it. They're really missing out on an opportunity.
What was that English movie? Fucking the Chimney Sweep Kids. You know what I'm talking about?
Who lives next to the airport?
Hey, Jay, I think there's a bomb falling on your house right now.
Sorry, folks.
Nailed it.
So,
Yeah.
That was a drone strike from Biden. He thought I was a terrorist.
yeah. Yeah,
But I had my grill. It was my grill. The propane that went up.
who was it? I think Timmy. I think I got this one from you. It's what's the difference between a Taliban training camp and an Afghan wedding?
I didn't,
Dude.
I didn't get this one from
I
me.
don't know. I just fly the drone.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
I would take credit for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got
I try not to take credit for things I didn't do just because some people are like, it's not fucking true. Actually, it
I'm
was
pretty
this.
sure I got that one from you, Timmy. It sounds like something you'd say loud and in public.
I mean, I'm not ruling it out. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna semi. Can you semi deny something if you don't remember it?
You can circle back. I think.
Circle back or can neither confirm or deny.
I'm gonna go with that one.
That's what I do in my relationships all the time. Like, I don't remember saying that, so it didn't happen. Okay.
Is that what all the girls go to when it's like anal? Like you said you do anal. Anal. I never said that.
Whoa.
I'm just saying that's what is. You know, you got the smallest cock in the world. Try to put it in their ass. It's like, oh my god, it's so fucking big.
At least somebody said it was big.
I mean, everything's big in the dark.
Not.
Hashtag broomstick.
Oh,
Broomstick. What kind of broom do you have, dude?
The really smooth kind.
Okay, so now I guess everybody's saying my mic's really quiet now. I'll get this figured out eventually one day, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to. I'm taking everything down to Nashville with me this weekend, so I can have Delco Dan and Papa Giorgio show me how to actually use all of it. So that's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
that's right.
I bet it comes down to a software issue. That's probably what it is.
Oh yeah, I think it's something to do with like I've been messing with the gain on my microphone. Because last episode, I could hear myself breathing the whole time, and it made me want to vomit when I was listening back to it.
Or jerk off, one or the other.
No, I only jerk off to strangers breathing. It really weirds me out if I know who they are.
Huh? In the mood? What are we doing here?
No,
wanna
see, I
see
know
that.
you, Timmy. I know the sound of your breath. Okay, so I can't jerk off to it anymore. Once I learned it was your breath,
Fuck.
couldn't do it anymore. I worked and nothing. So, on that note, Charlie, you're single. Where can everybody slide into your DMs?
No,
No, not down for that.
you can't. They can't. They might want to, but never. No, they can't. No, I'm single and I want to be like that. And I don't want to change it. So I'm very content with just being me.
So you're single and not ready to mingle.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
They don't want to mingle with me either most of the time. So it's mutual.
Okay. So then, like, are you still, like, do you shy away from, like, all commitment? Like, meat lovers pizza? Like, do you ask for, like, a meat likers pizza?
Meet just friends pizza.
Yeah. Because, I mean, some people like meat, but they're not sure if they could love again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm in like with it for sure. No, I love eating my meat, especially on my pizzas.
Oh, yeah.
There's something I do love. It's food.
More meat, less vegetables when it comes to pizza.
Yeah.
What's the go-to pizza where you're at?
Here in Lubbock, there's this place called Capital Pizza. It's pretty good. Not too bad. And it's
Better than Little Caesars?
yeah. I don't eat there. I usually do the Pizza Hut because it's just right down the road, and I'm too fucking lazy to drive more than like 5 minutes to go get food somewhere. So,
Yeah.
and I don't want to get on my car and there's a drive-through. So I'm like, checks all my boxes. I'm getting some cheap ass fucking Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Well, what about you, AJ? What do they got up there in Jersey?
Pizza wise, way too many choices. But what's his name? Who's the guy from Barstool?
Portnoy?
Portnoy, yeah, he came like every New Jersey's like 2 hours away, but not even. They came one up here, he liked it. So, but yeah, a lot of pizza up here. A lot of pizza, a lot of and Chinese places. Like, literally, I think they go hand in hand.
That was the most non-committal car salesman answer on pizza I've ever heard in my life, AJ.
I thought you were asking what the scene was like.
No, like what's the cheap and dirty? Like I'm too fucked up to go get nice pizza.
Oh yeah. Fucking Domino's, dude. Ask Delco. He knows about Domino's, dude. It's fucking awful, but it's great at the same time.
Actually, I can't comment. It's been years since I've had Domino's. What about you, Timmy?
Kind of a pizza snob. There's a place I eat here. It's called Spinato's, and it's the shit. I just fucking love it. I eat the shit out of it. It's so good.
Better than Little Caesars?
The stuff that I scratch off my nut sack's better than fucking Little Caesars.
Oh, I don't know. You get a good $5 hottie. Like they're perfect as long as they're less than 15 minutes old. At 15 minutes, it just degrades.
Well, you know what's better than that? It's fucking super cheap. You ever make your own homemade French bread pizza?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just fucking make that, dude. It's so good.
French bread pizzas, English muffin pizzas.
Non-bread makes great pizza.
Yeah. I've been on a huge grilled cheese kick lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just made one tonight that was sourdough. Instead of buttering the outside, I did Miracle Whip. So people are gonna.
That's fucking disgusting.
I know.
I don't want to be your friend anymore.
But on the inside, I did pesto, ham, some Munster cheese. Ooh, somebody's loud. Anyways, Munster cheese, and then actually some salt and peppered cottage cheese in there. Melted all that down. Turned out pretty good.
Interesting.
Use Miracle Whip. That's a fucking crime. I think Hitler used to throw people in concentration camps for that.
Maybe.
No, Timmy, that's because they were Jewish, you silly boy.
Jewish is people that use fucking Miracle Whip.
It's too
Too
expensive.
What the fuck is Miracle Whip?
Exactly.
What the fuck is that?
It's actually salad dressing.
It's fancy mayonnaise.
It's salad dressing.
That's a double negative. What the fuck that's called?
It is not even close to mayonnaise. I can make mayonnaise. I can't fucking make Miracle Whip.
Right, because of the secret herbs and spices they put in there to add the tang.
Like the Amazing Burger, or whatever the fuck it's called. No one knows how it's made, but
Oh, it's people. The Amazing Burger is Soylent Green, for sure.
Amazing Burger. That's Wait, what? Say it again?
The Amazing Burger, I'm pretty sure, is Soylent Green. So it's made from just dead people.
Yeah.
Like
Soylent Green is people.
Like maybe that's why Cuomo was like killing all those old people, because there's like a food shortage. They wanted to feed the homeless.
There's a lot of homeless up there. Play that.
Oh my god.
So does that mean like Planned Parenthood's selling like the veal of people and they just grind that shit up and fucking put it in hot dogs or what?
Something we could look into.
I bet you there's so many stem cells coming from Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Good for them.
They apparently sell the parts too to like universities and shit. I don't know. They're making like mice
that's
human
awful, man.
hybrids.
The baby dust,
Exciting.
the baby dust that they make fucking recreates organs and shit.
So
That's true.
Logan
Like
says
the
he's
dick
Team
on the-
Mayo all the way.
Well, Logan, you are the smartest person that is not hosting this podcast because this guy, that's fucking gross. Bill, look at me. Fucking gross.
We all do gross things, you know.
This is true.
The crazy thing is, everybody goes around like licking strangers' assholes, but we still debate on like ranch and blue cheese. We all know it's ranch.
It is.
Oh, how do you feel about the black part of the banana?
Whoa.
That's the part that
You
goes
put that in your mouth? Or
Uh,
put an asshole in your mouth before the black part of the banana?
Neither.
No.
Yeah.
I would rather.
It's
I'd
rare.
rather
It's
sweat
rare that I
asshole.
eat bananas, to be honest.
Bananas are fucking gross. If you need potassium, eat dates. They have like 5 times more potassium than bananas.
They look like uncircumcised cocks. Like, you know, when you start going through Pornhub and you start going through and you're like, okay. Also, you see like some like Cuban dude with this fucking, it looks like a dry banana, like a ripe banana. It's like, oh God, dude. I gotta fucking never go near that shit.
Ironically, that is one of my Pornhub search criteria.
Uncircumcised
cocks.
wieners.
Uncircumcised. I want to see the cap. I want to see the beanie on that dick.
That's right.
First time I saw an uncircumcised dick was in the nursing home. That was fun.
What? Do tell.
No. I was kidding.
Was it business or pleasure? Like,
It was
Oh.
business. I was doing a certified nurse's assistant training, and I had to help bathe and feed him and everything. And yeah, I saw his dick, and he tried to punch me in the fucking face a couple times. It was really fun.
Bigger.
sounds like an angry old man.
Yeah, and they all had Alzheimer's too, so they didn't know where the fuck they were.
We have worked in a memory care.
So-
and have-
He knew where he was. He knew
So,
exactly where he was.
I guess speaking of things that people won't eat, we'll still eat an ass, but won't eat this. What about the heels of a loaf of bread?
That's part of the bread.
That's what I say.
All day.
I ate the heel.
Like my wife looked at me like I was some sort of like caveman the other day because like it was the end of the loaf of bread. I was like, okay, like I'll just eat this. She's like, ew. And I was like, it's bread. Like I don't understand. Does anybody in the live chat
It gets
have
a lot
an
of
issue?
hate.
Anybody in the live chat have an issue with the heel of bread? And also coming up
The
with
best part of the grilled cheese. Like
Yeah.
if you just flip it upside down and then you cook
Mhm.
that side down,
Yep.
it's the best grilled cheese ever.
and
The
then,
crust. I get it when people don't like crust, but
isn't
No,
the
just-
crust where like the only like nutritious part of bread or something like that? I think I read that somewhere.
I could talk for an hour about food, but that's not true. It just depends on the ingredients of the bread. Ingredients of the bread are. The crust is just where it meets the air and turns hard, and then it cooks from the temperature on the inside.
I'll have to have my producer look that up for next
'Cause
time.
it's all the same
Jamie?
shit. But it's not like
See,
it's not like
Gigi just shut down the heel of the bread discussion.
Whoa. Wait, Gigi's here?
Yeah, she told me to stop being poor. Eating the heel of bread, total
That's
poor
funny.
move.
It's really funny, Gigi, actually.
damn,
that
she's
that
so
porn-
right.
Like
move.
maybe not to be a dead lazy horse that's not working hard enough. But if I just went and got another job, I wouldn't have to eat the heels of bread.
Pull yourself up by the bootstraps, Bill.
I could. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I'll start a business that just creates bread without heels.
Is that like that Seinfeld episode where they ate the muffin tops and didn't eat the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recall
Actually
that.
pretty-
Who eats the bottom of muffins?
Obviously
that was
not you.
They wouldn't even give them away to the homeless people in that episode. Like the homeless people were like, what the fucking top?
Oh no, we won't be giving the heels of the bread to the homeless people. Definitely not. Because all you're doing is enabling them not to work. Right? They need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Get another
They'll just
job.
sell the food for more drugs, obviously.
I think that's the problem. I think we need to give them more heroin, and then the problem will correct itself.
I've thought about that, Timmy, as well.
Or maybe
Unfortunately,
switch them over to a more productive drug where they're not like nodding off all the time.
Oh, like what? Fucking crystal meth, and they can
You'd have
steal
to
all
tell
the copper
me.
in my fucking house.
You have to tell me I'm a rookie when it comes to drug usage. So
Sit down, my child.
Well, then you go to the pharmaceutical side.
yeah, give them like
You get the professional drugs. You get the Adderall or the Vyvanse, and they'll fucking do whatever you need to do for forever because they're homeless and they need drugs.
yeah.
shit that the Rolling Stones got.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah. Maybe like they do enough drugs, they'll start cleaning up like the other homeless people's shit off the streets of San Francisco.
Mm.
Right?
Mhm.
Then
See, I
the
think-
city doesn't have to hire anybody. All they have to do is just supply like cheap drugs, which are already around. So problem solved.
No, see,
Wasn't
think you
Yeah,
Oregon?
you rob Peter to pay Paul.
you make them fight to the death, and the winner gets the drugs. and then you put it on pay-per-view and it pays for
in a
itself.
pool.
Oh, like an empty pool?
Ooh, what about that? Like
Yeah, like like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
what about that scene from the movie The Cell where it fills up with water? Make them fight in that. There you go.
Oh yeah, the one with J-Lo?
Yeah. When she's
Cell?
still kidnapped. When she's still kidnapped. Yeah.
Was
that
she
one.
blind?
No.
Was she blind in that one? Or was
No,
that
she had that weird like brain suit thing, and then, like she could hop in the brains of schizophrenics and like help them out and shit.
Yeah, wasn't
Oh.
the killer like drowning women and then like hanging himself from hooks in the ceiling, like jerking off all over their dead bodies?
Something
Yeah,
like I remember watching a dude hang
Parody.
from his skin.
Yeah.
I call that my Saturday night.
Yeah. Well,
Foreskin or
I mean that's more of a like I don't know Tuesday after Spaghetti Monster Church kind of thing.
It's,
yeah.
they're call girls when they're alive. They're only hookers after they're dead. And hookers aren't real people because they don't have souls. Just
They
like
were all in nursing school too. All of them were in nursing school.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're all cosmetologists. Did it right.
Either they're gonna be
The
one or
ones
the
wanna
other.
be-
Let's be honest.
If my nurse doesn't have purple hair, I question her. I question her choices in life.
Her commitment. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, you're just a nurse? Oh, so your uncle only had 2 fingers in you, huh? Yeah, couldn't make it to the doctor.
Wait, is it Charlie? Aren't you like a nurse?
No.
Oh.
I did ultrasound.
Oh.
So I said nurses were stupid
Mm.
because they don't know shit about ultrasound and they try to pretend to, and I'd be like, no, you're stupid. Shut up.
I've had 2 kids, still can't see it, like really see an ultrasound. They're all like, "Look at that!" I'm like,
Yeah.
when
It's not always easy.
like when is this doctor's office going to stop being poor and do these things in color so I can see what's going on?
In color. Yeah, I thankfully didn't have to work with people who were pregnant like farther on like that. So I never got those kind of questions. But I did get a lot of people, I'm 3 weeks pregnant. I need pictures. And I'm like, oh my God. Like he just cream pied you and you're here. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of the ER. Like we don't see anything.
Well, they're trying to get ahead of the curve in Texas now. So.
I had a couple of people ask me like, "Do you know anything about abortions?" No, I don't.
I do. Use a hanger. Yeah, they sell
I have a few
you get a
co-
10-pack of abortions at fucking Walmart if you buy the little hangers.
Yeah, did you ever see the movie
I have a-
Battlefield Earth? Abortion of a movie.
I raised.
I have a good joke about abortions and the coat hanger.
For sure.
All right, so high school, we had this like bullshit football game, and this dude from like the sticks, he goes, "Yeah, I told my girlfriend she got pregnant, we'd have a hell of a kid." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He goes, "He'd be really athletic because he'd be dodging a coat hanger for 9 months." And I was like, "Touche, all right, okay."
Barry Sanders, that shit.
No, yeah. I thought that
Oh,
was gross.
But
Yeah, it's just me as well. It's just me and you, brother. That's all.
Anyways. Live chat.
abortions
I'm
are
at
anyway.
a loss with imagining the coat hanger joke.
Think about it though. It's very
I think
very visual.
Mhm.
It's very visual. Very visual. Charlie
Yeah.
seems
Yeah.
thoroughly entertained by it. Charlie,
Fucking hates it.
Matt Chapes wants to know how many guys you've given hernia ultrasounds to.
Not many.
Oh.
Like hernias. I did have to scan a guy who didn't know he had a hernia, and so that was a fun find for Charlie.
Ooh.
And he said he had been like that since high school. So I was like, you've just been living with your food going through your balls for like 5 years. Okay, cool. Because he literally said, sometimes they growl. And I was like, did you just tell me your balls growl? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Well,
What?
fairness, that's like the,
Your balls growl? That's
that's
not
like
right.
the best hit on ever.
Never
Is
heard
if, like he pulled his sack out and that shit growled. Even I'd be like, all right, dude, I guess I gotta blow
Are
this
you
now.
hungry?
Like yeah.
And then,
So that was fun.
Morning.
Actual like inguinal hernias, I didn't do that because that shit's really hard. And if you think you can't see babies, shit. So I never had to do many of those. The one that I did get called out for, I told the doctor basically to fuck off and I wasn't going to come and do it. Because the patient, it was like, it could have been cutting off circulation, and she was like freaking out about it. And I was like, well, number one, it's way too big. Number two, what are we going to do about this? It's 11 o'clock at night. And she was like, well, we can't go to surgery because his liver levels are off. So we can't go to surgery. He'll die. And I was like, so you want me to come up at 11 o'clock at night to scan this dude's testicles for something that we can't get fixed? Why? What's the point in this? And she was like, well, if this was your father, wouldn't you want to know? And I was like, not at fucking midnight when there's nothing you can do about it. So I called the radiologist, and he was like, well, I don't need an ultrasound for that. I need a CT. And that doctor didn't even know how to order. She was like, what's a CT for testicles? Well, it's called a lower extremity CT, and it's very popular. You dumb.
so Gigi says that the ball cavity makes noises. Is that true?
I don't know. Maybe.
What kind
The
of
ball
noises,
does-
Gigi? Do they like they
It
clank?
moves. They do move all the time, and like
Oh,
I'm sure
I'm very
y'all know,
aware of that.
balls move. So that does make sense. But in that
Mine
other
are-
dude's case,
mine are moving
they were
now.
they were growling because
Yeah, I'm intimately familiar with the workings of my testicles.
I'm sure you
I'm
are.
howling right now.
God, I've had my testicles on surgically operated on twice.
Have you really?
For
I had a really big lump, and I didn't know what it was, so I had to get an ultrasound. That's where you come in, and having another woman pour petroleum jelly all over your balls with a machine that goes.
you can hear it.
is-
You're not supposed to be able to hear
well,
it.
Maybe they had it fucking turned up to huge penis because that's how they had it.
Oh well, no, we do Doppler on it to make sure there's blood
Well, I mean,
flow.
I don't
so
understand the
that's what you
Doppler
heard.
part. I mean, it wasn't raining. It
Doppler?
was a cell. Yeah, there was a cell. There was a cell moving down. You know, they had to get people in the cover. But no,
Got a tornado warning from the Doppler radar.
Bill Paxton was in the
cock
room.
line.
Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt came running through the room. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
What was it? Dorothy, right? It was Dorothy. That was their progeny.
yep.
I think her
Yes.
name was like Margaret, and she did mine. But anyway, so like where the nut meets the cord, the huge
An
cyst right
epidermal
there
cyst?
from like where I used to fight and stuff. Yeah, and they removed it, and it was fucking fun. I recommend everybody.
Did they just go in and pop it? What do they? How do they?
They cut my ball sack open, and we had to remove it with a scalpel. Yeah, that was a good time. Apparently, I had one.
Now
on the other side,
that is a sad.
too. I think it was Friday. I think it was Friday.
You see, you got your days all mixed up, man. That's
Cool,
definitely a
because
Saturday.
That's when Cobra Kai first came out on Netflix. So I watched I don't know, but I remember watching like the first 10 episodes of Cobra Kai that night because I was awake from all the anesthesia that they gave me earlier that day.
So this wasn't terribly long ago, was it?
No, I have a really cool scar on my nutsack.
Show it.
YouTube.
Yeah, not on YouTube, please. Once we get enough people, we'll start a Patreon, and you can see Timmy's nuts as much as he's willing
On
to
Timmy
show
No
them.
Balls.
My fucking Frankenballs. Yeah. Man.
Somebody said something earlier that I thought was hilarious. Oh, Nico the Greco on the live
Nico.
chat said a shot idea, an Irish car bomb followed by a fireball shot. It's called the Paul Walker.
Is it a Porsche?
Yeah.
He's from New Jersey, so rest in peace, Paul.
Maybe
Ouch.
maybe we have some bald guy jump out of the bathroom and just say like, "This is for family."
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what you toast. You got to toast for family. Never turn your
You
back
do.
on family.
No. Quarter mile at a time. That's how I live my life, honestly.
His personal best role is when he got shot in Saving Private Ryan. I was like, I can watch that scene.
Yeah, he did great. Him and Giovanni Ribisi did great.
I don't know. I just liked it when he got shot in the fucking back. I was like, yeah, here he is. I was like, someone's pooping out of a bag. Oh, you didn't make it. Fuck you, Vin Diesel.
Which, yeah. Speaking of that, like, Timmy being a veteran, how big is the piece of shit? Like, how big of a piece of shit is that dude at the end of Saving Private Ryan that just, like, sits in the stairwell and cries? I forgot his name.
Apple?
Upham.
Yeah.
Upham.
Like, why even be there, bro?
I mean, in all fairness, though, I mean, I get why they did that in the movie. But can you imagine being in a fucking all-out battle like that? Like, what your state of mind just then you just losing it? Like, yeah, I get it. They made him out to be like this huge coward or whatever, but the idea of being there and actually going through that is terrifying in itself. Of like just the shit that they went through.
Well, I mean, yeah, the trauma had Tom Hanks thinking he was going to blow up a tank with a 45.
Tom Hanks did blow up that tank, you non-believing son of a bitch.
You think it was the bullet and not the plane?
Well, it definitely wasn't the AIDS because that was Philadelphia. So I'm guessing it was definitely the bullet.
Denzel gave it to him.
No, Denzel was clean, man. Don't you put that on Denzel?
I thought Jenny gave it to him.
Oh, she was the biggest warrior. Yeah.
You're gonna bring up her.
I can't think of a character in any movie in cinematic history more hated than Jenny.
I wanted her to jump so bad. I was like, just do it. Just
Right?
fucking let it go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she was
I was a child as well. And I was like, you know what?
do it.
Whores recognize whores.
Yeah, like probably the two characters in film, including television, that I hate are Jenny and Pam from The Office.
She's disgusting.
Pam,
Gross.
she's the worst human on the planet.
That
She's
was
terrible.
Jennifer Aniston.
She's a
That was
terrible
Jennifer
person.
Aniston. I like Pam.
Why would you go through all that shit just for that broad? You kidding me?
Well, she's
that.
always like manipulating people in the office to get what she wanted. You know,
He's like a 4.
Jim
Like a
let
5,
her
I
go
guess.
to like Jim was all cool with her going to like New York to follow her dream of being a designer or whatever. And then when he actually starts a successful sports management business, she like doesn't let him go do that. I mean, come on.
She should have been named Karen. That's what she should have been fucking named.
I think she was hotter than a 4 though. I would say that she's solid. She was a 2 beer 6.
Like a work 6.
Definitely a work 6 or 2 beer 7.
Yeah,
Like after,
Yeah.
Jim deserved better.
dude, that dude's a
He
stud.
got better.
That dude's a stud.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah,
How do you say his name? Is it John Cranston? Cranston?
Krasinski.
Krasinski.
Fucking Polacks.
Yeah, I've seen like 13 Hours like 100 times, and I always have to stop for a minute. That scene where he's coming out with no shirt on, because I was like, that's Jim from The Office. Who knew?
Is that your,
Yeah, I have that on repeat.
is that your gay crush? Is that your gay?
It's the background on my phone.
All right, who would you go gay for? Who would you go gay for? Let's hear this.
Ooh.
Ooh, well, you
Who's going
start.
first?
You brought it up. You
Yeah,
started.
yeah. You gotta.
Me? All right.
Yeah,
It'd have to be like a. All right. It would either have to be a really manly man or like a really dainty man, I guess. So, trying to think. I feel like I could dominate. Like, do you remember the guy from TRL?
Carson Daly.
MTV
Carson Daly?
TRL. Yeah, I feel like he was like hairless, a pretty handsome guy. I feel like I could dominate him. So
He painted his
I'll,
nails.
take Carson Daly. Right, exactly. So I'd take him like circa 2001, 2002.
He was hot. I mean, he was like
Interesting.
engaged to Tara Reid back then. So.
Yeah,
See,
that
all right, we could-
that worked out well for her, huh?
Tara Reid
I
before
think it worked
or
out
after?
better for him.
Was it Tara Reid before or after the botched tit job?
I think it was
Like her-
before.
When one of her tits decided to point magnetically north for the rest of her life?
It was when she did like Josie and the Pussycats because he had a little cameo on there. So she was like hot.
Was Tara Reid and Josie and the Pussycats?
Yeah, she was the stupid drummer.
Was that Tara Reid?
Yes.
Oh.
So is that your gay? Is that your gay go-to? Is old school Tara Reid?
Me?
Yeah, you. That's the question.
No.
Are you going new school Megan Fox? Because she's making a push.
She looks like she stinks like stale cigarettes.
I can see
No. Mine would probably be Dita Von Teese.
Who's that?
that. Ooh, she's like yeah, actually, I know who you're talking about. I don't know what she's famous for other than just being who she is.
God, you guys suck.
Is she like
She's a burlesque dancer.
That's right. Yeah.
She's like the #1 burlesque dancer. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's perfect.
Yeah. I'd have to go with probably Bradley Cooper. Good looking guy. Seems like he'll treat you like a gentleman.
Bradley Cooper, what movie?
I don't
Like, are we going by the movies or just in general? Because that's going to change.
Oh, if we're going by like movies.
So
but-
just Bradley Cooper in general?
I think so, but I mean, how well do I really know Bradley Cooper outside of movies?
Right, my whole
But
My
which
whole-
movie?
I mean, you're not talking about falling in love with this person. You're just talking about, like, fucking.
There you go. But yeah, but which personality though? Like, because Bradley Cooper in Wedding Crashers was a cunt, but Bradley Cooper in Failure to Launch.
he was pretty cool
Yeah.
there. The Hangover, Bradley Cooper, pretty fun time.
He was a horrible, like, husband and father, though. He's a good.
He was just an instigator.
No, he's just closetedly homosexual at this point, right? He doesn't care about his wife and kids. He just wants to party in Vegas. Or you can go real softy and do A Star Is Born, Bradley Cooper.
Have
Or
him kill
the-
himself at the end.
Or the burnt one, or he was a shitty
Strangle
chef.
bait.
The what? The burnt one?
The movie Burnt. It was terrible. It was about a chef.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't waste your fucking time.
I've noticed a lot of like culinary movies don't typically work out that well.
Chef did the movie Chef.
Is that the one with Jon Favreau?
It was fantastic. I've
Yeah.
seen that movie 100 times. I love it.
John Favreau is just fucking awesome, though.
Yeah, he is. So Timmy, we'll wrap it up. What's your go-to gay crush?
My gay crush. I've said this a million times, and I always get so much blowback. I'm gonna go Liev Schreiber in Wolverine. Liev Schreiber. He's got that old, but he's not like Leslie Nielsen. Not Leslie Nielsen. Fuck. What's his name? The guy who always played in Taken. What's his name? I
Liam
can't-
Neeson.
Oh, Liam
Not
Neeson.
Not Liam Neeson old, but like Liev Schreiber, like right when he started just to get a little bit peppered,
Okay.
and or that, or when he was in the movie. Oh, Christ! Well, the one where he was he was a Jewish resistant fighter, Defiant. Him in Defiant.
Was that with Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my. I mean,
So
there's a
you-
lot of other.
So you're going you want a guy with a little salt and pepper, huh?
Yeah, I mean, or Ryan Reynolds now, like when he was in Deadpool before he got all, when he was just a little bit older.
Ryan
Like-
Reynolds circa Amityville Horror.
Oh, right when he first got buff.
Oh, when he was fucking Jack. Remember him in Van Wilder? Holy Christ!
Yeah, but
I think that was kind of around the same.
Yeah, but
because
that-
I think Amityville was 05.
that Amityville Horror, right? That scene where he's chopping wood was kind of when everybody was like, "Whoa, who is this?"
Yes,
Ryan
like the
Reynolds?
pajama pants.
Yeah.
Or there's a scene where he's outside in pajama pants, and you're just like, I want to lick those.
I wasn't like that, but I get it. You know.
You don't feel like that sometimes? Like, I just want to know what that muscle feels like under my tongue. No?
Not with men's sweatpants. You know, with certain women in Lululemon pants, for sure.
Right. I guess,
for
I don't
sure.
know. I guess, like, I'm just, like, in between enough that I can, like, think that for men and women.
Oh, there you go. Have you ever tried that one?
Not, like, for real. Like, celebrities. Not anyone I've actually seen in person.
All right.
Even dudes I've seen in person.
Welcome back, AJ. You missed. So Timmy's going Liev Schreiber of
Oh, yeah, Ray Donovan, yeah. He's a fucking good-looking man, dude.
but older,
Matching.
like close to current Liev Schreiber.
Like Liev Schreiber, not like when he was in Goon, but like a little bit before that when he was in Wolverine or Defiant.
Mhm.
Right, that's where I'm going.
So you're not going
How
younger,
about-
like Scream
how
2?
about
Scream 2
John
Liev
Voight?
Schreiber?
No.
Oh.
I met John Voight at the Indianapolis airport. I didn't meet him. He asked me who was winning the Indy 500 race. I didn't know who it was. But
I hate-
John, oh, Angelina
Wait,
Jolie.
wait, start over,
Daddy.
start over.
so.
All right, I have to do this, but my wife has to get out of here, and she's gonna
Yep.
hit me.
So, yep, we'll wrap this up. So, first off, thank you guys for calling in. You know,
Thanks for inviting me.
live chat guys. I think we're getting audio dialed in more and more.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
We'll
it.
get that going. I do want to do a quick shout out. I think at the end of every episode, I'm going to shout out a nooner that's either got like a side hustle or an organization they want to work with, so on. So this week I'm doing Matt Irwin of American Rustics. We know Matt. He's American Rustic, works in the live chat. I think he's in right now. But so he does. He's veteran-owned rustic furniture decor. He does like small, medium, large American flags. Does coffee tables. He'll do like custom cornhole boards. He did say he wants to thank all of the drinking bros that helped him out a couple weeks ago when he was raising money for his dog to get surgery. So yeah, go support Matt. Go get a flag. Definitely gonna get one for the set. He's Instagram at American Rustic Works. And then just one more thing before we head out. I think we all have heard by now, but our one of our main nooners, JJ, high and angry in the chats, his dad passed away last night. If you don't know JJ well, like I said, he's high and angry in the live chats. He's one of the coolest, most committed, and hardest working, honestly, people you'll ever meet. So sorry for your loss, dude. I know it sucks. Your dad seemed like a pretty cool guy. So yeah, reach out to JJ. Just, you know, tell him that you're here for him. He really appreciates that kind of stuff. So cheers to
Really
JJ.
likes dick pics.
The dick pics are pretty fucking awesome, especially when he does that. He kind of like combs the pubes out a little bit, gets some good lighting. He's a theater guy, so you know how he.
Turn.
It's all about the shading.
No.
And he's halfway there already
So.
because he's black. That thing just looks nice.
So yeah, so you know, you guys know the spiel. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit the like button. We're on YouTube now, so go find us. Subscribe, rate, review, and cheers to JJ. Cheers to you guys. Thank you, Nooners. Good night.